Many deserts are home to mostly small animals due to a lack of water and thus plants. While the planet Tatooine has a fair share of rodents, its relatively recent desertification means there are still some large animals there. Some very large animals. The isolated sarlacc is able to gorge itself when presented with the opportunity. It can go years without a meal, consuming nutrients from old meals over long periods of time. The acid of its stomach is much like that of our own. You may well wonder, with the sarlacc's massive scale, could it possibly have natural predators? It does. The crate dragon can dislodge a sarlacc. It uses its pit for its home and makes a meal of the previous inhabitant too. The existence of dragons in the desert has been known for generations, though they are rarely seen alive. They have a multitude of defenses, like spraying acid that nearly instantly dissolves its target. If left alone, they likely live thousands of years, feeding off bantha herds and hibernating between meals. The existence of a pearl in the bowels of the dragon is known, but not its purpose. It is said to be sacred among the native Tuscan populations. Sadly, most of what we know of these giants comes only from incomplete skeletons left to weather in the dunes. Banthas are much more than food to the dragons, though. The Tuscans form strong relationships with them. Banthas roam wild, but also gravitate to the Tuscans for protection and what can only be described as companionship. Black melons are another of Tatooine's mysteries that the Tuscans have solved. These are harvested directly from the sand and provide some sort of milky water, but have only recently been brought to the attention of off-world scientists. Another beast of burden are the dewbacks. Easily tamed and controlled, they were a favorite among stormtrooper patrols and other off-worlders. In the wrecks of Jakku, birds have adapted to harvest nutrients from steel. A small colony of hapabor live near settlements and are often a pest. A very large, very stinky pest. On Malastare slumbers a beast well known but thought extinct. Even the toughest weapons could not penetrate the hide of the Zillo beast. The Jedi intended to rehome one found during the Clone Wars. While it likely would have unleashed chaos on whatever world they meant to take it, sadly it was first brought to the most inhabited world in the galaxy. After terrorizing Coruscant, it was killed. If there was one, there may be more. On the salt flats of Crate live the Vulpex, the crystal critters. It is a trusting species that once domesticated is likely tame for generations. They have a strong sense of survival on this inhospitable world. On Pasana, there lives a great serpent. They are not naturally aggressive, but territorial. Its 3 pairs of eyes serve a different purpose. One sees in our visible spectrum, one in the ultraviolet, and one in the infrared. We, all of us living things in this galaxy, owe each other compassion. It is so easy to misinterpret intentions. The Force is all around us, through everything. We must live in balance with it.
I just transferred a bit of life. Force energy from me to him. You would have done the same.